you're making me uncomfortable, and you should appreciate that human to human. And if you can't, then I don't know what to tell you. So please leave. And this is ridiculous that the cops aren't doing anything. He has his camera in my face.
In your face?
In my face. This is in my face. They can see tears in my eyes on whatever you're streaming, sir, and I feel very uncomfortable because of what you're doing.
You just trespassed me from the building like 20 minutes ago, and the officer came in and told you that you're wrong.
Police officer, and he said that they cannot do anything because he didn't yell at me.
I didn't yell at you. I didn't say a word to you.
And the officer said that it was his free right. So right now I'm being streamed on I'm not sure what.
That's my First Amendment right.
He does not want to leave me alone. He's not leaving. And I have customers recording and calling the police, and they're still not doing anything. He just thinks this is a joke, which is really
This is
sad.
not a joke. Trust me.
I gave him your information, but he does not want to leave.
Okay.
Are you recording?
Me? Oh, I'm always recording. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Because I like to get that footage also.
Hey everybody, it's New Mexico Citizen. I just want to start off by thanking all my supporters and subscribers for the first House MVD video I put up. That got a lot of attention, and this here is the body cam footage from that same encounter from Officer Martinez and with Sarah Lujan, the manager of the MVD. It's very revealing of the education process. I believe Officer Martinez handled it perfectly, and if you guys agree, then don't be afraid to reach out to the Taos PD and give a commendation for Officer Gilbert Martinez. Anyway, enjoy this footage and watch to the end. It's all Sarah. I don't believe she knew she was being recorded, and this is a lesson for her that cameras are everywhere. And I have access to all these public cameras. And when Officer Martinez came in and told me he was rolling, then I knew I was going to be getting a backup camera footage basically for that audit. It took me 3 weeks to get the footage, unfortunately, but here it is. If you guys like the first video, then you're going to love this one. So take care, everybody, and watch all the way to the end. I appreciate it. If you guys give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, I always appreciate the feedback. Thank you, and enjoy.
Okay, okay. All right. Okay, sounds good. How you doing, sir?
Good, and you?
Good. I'm Officer Martinez, the Taos Police Department. Okay. Do you mind if I speak with you outside just for a minute? And
sure, as long as I don't miss my number.
Okay, what number are you?
Number 6.
Where are we at?
Their number system's down.
Let me find out what number we're at, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure. I think they just called number 1.
Okay, all right. You still have a few minutes.
What was your name and badge number again?
My name is Officer Gilbert Martinez, badge number 220.
I met you the other day. No, I'll shake your head. I'm sorry.
You do look familiar.
No, I met you. My son's car broke down not too long ago on the side of the road. His front tire fell off, right?
Yes, yeah. All right, so the reason I'm here is because of the recording.
Right.
Okay, but any reason or?
Yeah, I came down here on Wednesday with a buddy of mine to...
Yes.
I got approval from my bureau chief that he's trespassed from our office because no one should be recording us in the state office without approval, because that's just one of the things. So because he's recording...
Yeah, that's... Okay, I'll come talk to you guys in just a few minutes also.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So as you probably...
What's your name again?
My name's Ryan.
Ryan. So Ryan, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk with her, the same lady I spoke to now.
Yeah.
If it's okay with you, I'm gonna just kind of give her what you're asking, what you're needing,
right,
so that she can either get that prepared or know what to give you right away at that point. Just kind of so it kind of.
Well, I mean, she just said I was trespassed from the building. Now we need to straighten that out.
Well. If you're not trespassed from our building, I don't know how you got trespassed here. I don't know how that works.
You can't trespass me from a public area unless I'm breaking the law.
Yeah.
You know, like
exactly.
That's how it goes. I'm not breaking any laws. I never even said a word to these people.
Okay.
Like, I got it all on video. I walked in, got my number, walked right over to where you saw me, and just stood there. She said, "Sir, you can't record us." I didn't say anything back. She got on the phone. She called the police. I figured maybe the dispatch would clue her in of what's going on, you know, and that it would just be squashed right there. But you know, I know you got a call, so you have to come out. And
of course, I got to investigate
it. I really appreciate your professionalism.
Well, I appreciate your cooperation.
Oh, as well as the other night, you know, and I tried to get that body cam footage. They said you weren't rolling that evening, and that Sergeant Archuleta. I mean, his video was before you even showed up.
Yeah, and it was his call, so he was there before me, and I think that's probably what happened.
But you weren't rolling that evening?
I couldn't even tell you.
Well, maybe I'll go back and speak. I mostly focused on Archuleta because I only spoke with you just really quickly.
Yeah.
So I asked for his camera footage and your camera footage, but all I got back was a short. But that has nothing to do with this situation right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go back in so you don't miss your turn, and then I'll talk to
I can go in here right now? I mean,
I'm not going. No.
Well, I don't want to get arrested for trespassing.
Well, so the thing is, I don't know if you have a trespass or not. If our agency didn't trespass you,
if you didn't lawfully trespass me right this moment, then I'm actually able to still go in there.
Yeah, so I have to ask her and see what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Do you have your driver's license? Would you mind if I see it?
I don't have any idea on it.
Ryan, what's your last name?
I'm not going to say.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Ryan. So yeah, go ahead and do that, and then I'll talk with the young lady, and we'll go from there. Okay. And if anything, I'll come back and I'll ask you if you don't mind.
All right. No, that's fine. I just want to make sure everything's cool. Appreciate it.
Okay, so he says he's been trespassed. So who trespassed him?
No, I want him trespassed. Who's told him that he was trespassed?
Oh, well, when you went out, you said he was trespassed.
Oh, no, I want him trespassed.
Okay, so he does have a ticket. He does want to talk to you all. So by the MBD, I know that you can't refuse him that help that he needs.
I can refuse him if he makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, so I guess there was an issue that happened a while back, and he came in, and there was a little bit of an argument that happened.
With who?
And so what he want, I don't know if it was you.
I don't recognize this man at all, and usually I know which people I have consultations with because I try to make appointments to help them get their stuff done so we don't have to see him again. But this man I don't recognize at all.
So what he wants to do is he wants to see if he can get, or who to talk to about getting records for video footage. Yeah, and that's going to be totally up to who's your main office from?
It's Santa Fe.
So give him the numbers from there if you can. Give him a name and a number.
After I give that, can I trespass him, please? Because, like I said,
well, he hasn't done it lawfully. He hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't committed any crimes.
So
I can't
what's the thing
him.
when they make you feel uncomfortable? It's
well,
disorderly conduct?
No, disorderly is when they're yelling and obscenities and telling you off and yelling and just that's
so if
disorderly.
I can figure out who he argued with, because that's what I'm assuming they were arguing, and then anyways, sorry.
No, it's okay.
So give him the information, because I just want him out of my office.
So that
because he's making my agent uncomfortable, my customers uncomfortable, and none of us deserve.
And then by law, I know it's your policy about recording, but by law, you cannot stop them from recording.
I can ask him to, because it makes me uncomfortable, and I don't approve of it either.
So I'm just telling you, okay, so that if you keep telling him that he's not allowed to, he can record. It's not against the law to record.
So
I understand where you're being felt uncomfortable. I get that. So he wants that information. Then he wants to know about trying to register a vehicle.
I'm going to refuse his service here. So I will give him the information. But
so how do you refuse his service, though?
Like I said, my management lets me, if there's someone that's disturbing my office, and because of his actions right now, he hasn't even talked to me, I don't know what's happening with him. I would have appreciated if he would have just let me know what's going on. But if they're not even going to give me a chance to talk to him.
That's why he got a ticket, so he can talk to you.
But he's recording us, which makes me very uncomfortable. So because of that, I'm going to refuse his service in my office. And that's why I would like to have that from you to be able to...
I can't trespass him. He hasn't committed a crime. He hasn't done anything wrong. Other than recording, he hasn't not done anything wrong. I don't have means to trespass him. I can't do that.
Okay, that's fine. I will I don't know if you want to stay, but I'm going to refuse his service. I'm going to offer him the other offices in the area, give him the access, the phone
Just
numbers
give him-
for Santa Fe. What
give
else
him
did he need?
He just had a question in reference to re-registering another vehicle of his,
Re-registering? Okay.
and that was his questions that he told me.
Okay.
So as far as I know, he only has like 2 or 3 at the most to ask you,
Okay.
and it was about the camera footage that I know of how he can get in, who he can talk to, and then the registration of a vehicle. That's what he told me.
Okay.
Okay. If he does cause a scene and he does start going belligerent or something, then call us back, and then at that point we can trespass him. But if he's calm, cool, and collect, and he's just wanting information, I can't trespass him.
Okay.
Okay. There's laws that bound us from doing that. If I trespassed him, then
It'd be
it's going to
on
come on us, and I can't do that unless he's being what you say disorderly. And if he's like that, then I can trespass him. Okay. So we'll go from there. And I told him, you know, be cool and calm and collect as well too.
Okay.
So hopefully it'll be that way.
Thank you for
And then it's not going to be over because I'm going to look a little more into this kind of an issue too, and see, because if there's something else I can do, I will do it.
Yeah, well,
And take care of it.
like, what they tell us is if they start recording, we can call the police and then have them escorted out. So I'm gonna have to talk to them about that too, because I haven't had that happen since I started. But like I said, I'm gonna have to talk to my agent and see if something happened when because I was gone the last week.
Yeah.
I was on vacation, so it could have been something from last week, but I have no clue.
Because a lot of people think because they come into a state or government building that they're not allowed to record. If they are, even in our building, they can come in and do it.
That is so
So
crazy.
it's the law.
Okay.
And so if you try to take that right away from them, you know, it comes to us.
Well, to see, like, I don't know. It was just weird how because
I get it. I get it. I
I
get it.
just get squeamish about those
Sure.
things.
So, and you know, and I know the guy. We've had some, not dealt with him in issues or anything. So you know, I kind of know who he is a little bit.
Do you happen to have a license number?
I don't. He didn't even have his driver's license,
Oh wow.
and they don't have to provide it.
Okay.
So if anything gets out of hand, call us right away, and I'll come right back.
Alright. Thank
Okay.
you again.
Okay.
I'm
What's your
so
name?
sorry. I'm Sarah.
Sarah. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Right. So that's that. So when you go up in your calls, just do what you got to do. Take
Okay.
care of
I
business.
appreciate it, Officer.
We'll see
Martinez.
how it goes
Very
from there, okay?
professional.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So he's gone, and he probably won't come back. So
So, do you know his information?
I don't. And even if I did, I can't give it to you.
Okay. Well, my bureau chief is on his way. He's gonna be reaching out to you guys because
Okay.
that was absolutely humiliating. I felt treated, and I
Right.
didn't get into this for this job. I didn't know you didn't either.
Yeah.
But all my customers were telling him to stop recording them too.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like I said, I mean, I know it looks like we're the bad people,
No, I'm
but
not saying
it's
you.
the
He's
law's
a
the
jerk.
law, and I can't stop it from that. And now, unless he came at you vulgarly and telling you off and yelling at you, and
So because he's very good at what he does, he can get away with this.
well, he's not getting away with anything. See, that's what I'm trying to explain. Is by law he's allowed to do that. He's allowed to record. He can record. We can't stop him from recording. So that's what a lot of people don't understand, and it is the law. He is allowed to record. So even if you're outside and you're walking by somewhere and he's recording you, you can't stop him from recording you. Unfortunately, and I know where you're coming from, and I wish there was more we can do, but we can't. But I told him if he needs to take any matters further as far as his vehicles, whatever, he needs to contact the person you gave him the number to.
My bureau chief.
I told him you need to directly speak with them first and go from there and then see what they tell you or whatever. But I told him not to come back here. I suggested it to him.
Go ahead.
I let
cannot.
him know that because he made me very uncomfortable that I would not service him and I would not let my agent service him. So if he comes back in, you guys will get a call.
Okay.
Whatever he wants to do. But
That's fine.
because of that,
Yeah, and if he wants to come down to the police department and talk to us or whatever, that's fine. He can do that. And we'll kind of explain those things to him in situations. And then, you know, he can give us some of his information as well, too, as far as policies and whatnot.
so I'm going to do a police report later on because even though I work for the state, that was completely inhumane to me as a
Well-
person. So I'm going to talk to my boss about doing that
So what's the police report going to be for
for how he treated me here.
the camera, or how did he treat you?
Camera and for degrading me completely. I asked him several times to stop recording because he made me feel uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, and I think that that should at least be on record because, again, if he ever comes back in, I'm going to keep doing police reports.
Well, we see you to do a police report just because somebody comes in and records.
That's harassment. It's a form of harassment.
It's the law. They're
And
allowed to do it.
intimidation?
They're allowed to video camera. They're
Okay.
allowed to do that.
Well,
So let's do this. So when your supervisor comes in, he can come and speak with us, and then we'll explain that to him because it is the law. He can do it.
well, do you happen to have a card so I can give to him? Because he's on his way now. And
Yep,
he's gonna
you sure
talk to
can.
somebody.
You sure can do that. And just call the number up there, and you can ask for me. And what I'll do is I'll get my sergeant also, and we'll speak with him about it and go from there. Okay? And see how we can resolve it. But I did, like I say, strongly suggest he does not come back here anymore.
Well, I don't know how you guys do your job, but I appreciate you.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more. Okay? All right.
Have a good day.